Hello, Scare.
I'm an overpowered bastard.
As usual. Let's see, so... What did we even do last week? It's been a while.
I killed a lot of things.
Was that... Yeah.
A
Actually, no, I think I
lot
have
of
that
things.
list. Yes.
Overpowered
2
bastard.
wolves, 2 bandits, 6 bandits, a robed man, 2 spiders, a hippogriff, basilisk, and bear. And a
Yes.
partridge in a pear tree.
But sadly, there weren't 5 golden rings. Need to work on that.
Unfortunately not. Yeah. You can do that this session.
I'm sure there's probably 5 golden rings amongst this group of people.
Maybe. We'll
Okay,
see.
so this is like some royal hunting party, is what you said? Or like they were appointed by the local lord to go hunt something?
Yeah, So apparently there was some large winged beast terrorizing the farmers and fields.
I don't think you said winged last time.
I did. Because I remember they were saying they were having bets on it being a wyvern.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, I think you said reptilian, because I was also like, oh, maybe it was this basilisk thing.
Oh, okay. Well, it flies.
Okay.
If I didn't mention that before, I am now. So, I mean, none of the group has seen it, and descriptions have been scant, but it's probably a wyvern, because it's hopefully not a dragon, is the general consensus.
Yeah. If it is a dragon, we're in a lot more trouble.
And so, on your way back from mapping the mountains to the northeast, you ran into this group of people who'd been tasked by the local lord to find this beast and slay it, and decided to join them before popping back in to hand in your completed cartographic maps.
Yeah, and I sent those 2 random people to sell basilisk shit for me.
That's right.
And hopefully they'll give me gold.
Yeah. Excellent. So yeah, so you're outside Kestone, which is a large town sort of situated roughly in the middle of the fields. If you're looking at the map and you're on the region we're on, it's the pink dot. So I believe you are just outside there.
I can actually put that up on stream. Ta-da. Nice and easy.
Yeah. I assume you're waggling the mouse at where it is?
No, but...
Or do you just have, like, the whole map? Just
yeah,
it's
plus I don't really remember where I was. I'll find it eventually.
It's bottom left. That's fine. Bottom left, you know, along the coast.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
There's a city there's a red city with like an island in between it and another city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the fields there, the pink dot.
I don't remember how to draw on this overlay, so I'm just going to leave it alone.
Don't break it. Then it'll take us half an hour to fix it.
Yeah. I should covering up the rolls.
Alright, so you and your party consists of, was it 7? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 individuals. And so it's the middle of the day, and you've just been talking, having now joined their group while they're having their lunch before they pack it up and head further out. But we've got Arndal, who's a human male, Malia, a human female, Thimmen, the dwarf, Hildo Bophil, a halfling male, Imindel, an elven woman, and Broil, a human man.
Almost all of those end in L, or L.
Do they? Okay, 4 of 7 do. That's not almost all. That's more than half.
It's over 50%.
Maybe I just donjoned the names and picked literally the first name every time.
Maybe.
So, you can blame them.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
I accidentally froze Skype. It's fine. I fixed it.
It's all good? Okay. So they ask, as you guys are sitting around sharing some bread and cured meats and stuff, about what you've been doing, your stuff about the basilisk and the hippogriff, which they've seen the bodies of in the back of the cart that's now departed.
Yeah. I just kind of, leaving out the reason that I decided to sort of come around here in general. I'm just kind of like,
Mm.
yeah, my whole family, the whole town was wiped out. Some elves did it. Don't really know who, but I have nothing else to do, so I just came here.
Hmm. Okay, so you
And
get
I
a
just
few.
I just give them the rundown of what happened. I kind of leave out the bit of where I like stalked down and murdered people, or like
Yeah,
murdered the guy in the black robes. But I'm still
but
like,
you took.
yeah,
Okay.
I killed some random spiders and these creatures, and
Oh,
that like there were
so
these two
you
bandits
tell
in the
them.
road that I
Yeah.
fought.
Okay.
I kind of
And
gloss
so
over the fact that I like serial killer stalked down and murdered some people.
that's fair enough. I understand. But you told them that you went to the mountains and stuff. Like you told
Yeah,
them your actual.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm like,
that's
yeah,
cool.
I'm a cartographer, make maps, blah blah blah.
Okay. So you guys sit around and make some banter, and they share some of their stories about places they've been and beasts they've fought and battles they've partaken in and all that sort of
Anything
stuff.
noteworthy? Can I like identify what are the races of all these people again? Sorry.
That's right. Human, dwarf, halfling, elf, human.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like, is there anything super noteworthy that they've done? Also, I'm trying to figure out like who the heck are these people? Are these just wandering adventurers? Are
Okay,
they
so
knights in the court of someone, or what?
they're groups of adventurers. What like, they tell a bunch of different stories, and whenever one of them starts to get too interesting, the others tend to start calling bullshit on it and say, you've told this story before. We know that's not true. Blah blah blah,
Okay.
all this crap. But yeah, they're generally just a bunch of adventuring types.
So
One
I
of them
get the idea that
is
they've
a
all
minor
been
noble.
together for a while.
Some of them have, some of them haven't. Some of them this is their first adventure together, but they've been out for about a week, so
Okay.
they've gotten to know each other a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah,
All right.
so there was yeah, the local, well, the local king, the king of this area, yeah, put out a decree asking for bounty hunters, warriors, mercenaries, and the like to form a group to hunt down this beast, and this was the group that ended up forming. So some of them were already adventuring partners, but others weren't.
Okay. Um, can I sort of like tell what their classes are in a sense? Like, oh, this person's obviously a wizard. These
Yeah, well, if you
guys, obviously some sort of knight. I mean, just like in rough terms,
yeah,
kind
I
of what
mean,
the heck their
they all
deals.
seem to be some variety of fighter, except for the elf and one of the human men who have robes. And in part of the conversation, they tell you that they're a cleric and wizard, respectively. Like that comes up.
Okay. All right. Um, sorry, who's the wizard and cleric then?
So the cleric
I
is
had to fix an overlay.
okay. Is Imendel. She's an elven woman.
All right.
So, yeah, and she's a cleric of Paladis. And then Brewell is an older human man, and he's a wizard.
Okay.
If you want to anything
That's
more
a shame.
specific, ask.
Have to get healing from the elf if I want it.
That's true. Yeah, there's dirty elven hands on you if you want your healing.
Or we'll get.
It's a shame.
Oh well. I'll survive.
You better hope so. So, if is
So
there anything
far.
else you want to discuss or do with these guys?
Who was the noble?
That was not Andal Alad. He's a human male. He's a minor noble. He's the son of one of the
What's he
barons
armed
around.
with?
He's got a longsword and shield.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm probably better off with my bow. Most of my skills are
Yep.
getting the drop on things I'm hunting. So, like, probably not good in the front lines, but just so you know.
Says, well, we've got a couple of bow fighters here, and you get nods from the human woman
Yeah.
and the halfling, who are both equipped with longbows. So saying
Just
our plan is generally to have the fighters run out and try and get it to dive down while the archers all pepper it with arrows, and eventually it'll fall to the ground.
yep.
And our spellcaster's giving some support. So
Okay. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm just trying not to give them the impression that I'm gonna be running in there and getting
yeah,
myself
that's fine.
beaten up.
I mean, yeah, there's some. So yeah, one of the humans, there's the guy with the shaved head who met you initially, Andal, is discussing battle tactics and stuff, and says, yeah, well, a bow is good. We can just hammer this thing with arrows from afar. Then another bow is always good. So we'll be up there fighting, taking the blows from its claws while you guys lay into it. That's our general plan.
Yep. And I'm not good at tracking. So I just kind of like hang out.
Okay,
I
mean,
do
yeah,
the hard work for now.
yeah, that's fine. So there's 8 of you now in total. And so they say that it's been sighted a couple of days to the north of here. So they're gonna trek it to the next town and then head north and look around out that way through the farming areas in the fields.
So basically, almost exactly where I just came from.
No, they're going north. It's more northwest, whereas you came from directly northeast.
All right.
Or it's north a little bit west, whereas you came from directly northeast, and there was a line of hills between you and north, so
Yep.
it's not that inefficient. So yeah, you guys sort of pack up your stuff and end up heading out to get to the next town by nightfall. Not long after. Let's see what happens along the way. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, you go along and nothing that much interesting happens except that you see a group of wild horses running by. About a pack of them, about a dozen, just in some of the fields off to the side of the road, a couple
Are
hundred
they all
feet away.
mounted, by the way?
No, they're on foot.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's a pack of wild horses, but other than that, not much in the way of anything interesting happens before you make it to the next town, which is a small village, by not long after the sun has set. And these guys are all just gonna pitch up their bedrolls and stuff out in the fields. But they say you're welcome to stay, or if you want to get a room or whatever, you can do that.
I mean, if they're just gonna be out in the fields, then yeah, I'll just stay with them. Try to just kind of like ingratiate myself with them.
That's fair enough.
I'll take a watch if they split up watches.
Yeah, so they start discussing watches, and do you offer to take one?
Yeah, I'll volunteer.
Okay. So yeah, you're doing your watch, and nothing happens through the night. It's pretty uneventful. So you guys just have your dinner, settle down, and go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. Nothing's eaten you or molested you through the night.
Hurrah.
And you all set off. And leading the... Double check who's leading the party. Which was it? I believe it's... one of the fighters, the woman Malia, she's leading the party, tracking the way north. So this part of the world is just lots of sort of scattered farmlands and stuff. There's a road that heads due north to the forests, but you guys are following that for now and are discussing whether to break off east or west first to search. It's just sort of like an open discussion amongst the group, because with the wyvern being a flying beast, it doesn't really leave tracks, so it's quite hard to track down. And you do meet some people along the road as well, and the group asks them questions, but they haven't seen it. They've certainly heard of this beast, but no one's had no one's got a first-hand account of seeing it.
Yeah.
It was only
no
a
one's
couple
like
of days
lost
ago.
livestock either.
like livestock has been lost in this area, but none of the people you run into have specifically had their livestock taken.
And we
Like
can't.
they'll talk
Can we
about their
identify
brother
like
or
any
their
particular
cousin.
person in specific?
Yeah, so one of the people you run into, the third group of people, so this is after you've been going for maybe 3 hours or something on the road. There's a farmer bringing a cart down, and he says, well, yeah, my cousin, old Billy Bob, he says, because all the farmer's cousins called Billy Bob. He lost some sheep, and he's out east of here. It was only last night. He lost how many was he? I think he lost half a dozen of his sheep. It's been pretty bad for him. But if you head out that way, he points out over some hills. Says over those hills over yonder. Then you'll find his farm over there, and he'd probably be grateful for any help you can provide.
Think the guy. I assume they are doing something.
Yeah, the group.
Suggest we head over there. See.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's pretty-
6 sheep
pretty-
is a lot of things just for a wyvern.
yeah. So there's a little bit of concern that 6 sheep. That's a lot of sheep. I mean, I'd be surprised if a wyvern wanted to eat that much in one go. But so you guys head east. So it's probably late morning by now. Okay, what's your passive perception?
Not impressive. 13.
Okay. You see a shape. You do see off in the distance, a few miles away, you see something flying through the air in the direction you're heading. It's all you can make out is that it vaguely fits the description of a large flying creature.
Yeah, I mean, I'll motion to, like, whoever, and I'll be like, anyone have better eyesight than me?
Yes, Mindo, what do your elf eyes see?
Which of you
It's-
happen to have clairvoyance?
I think this would be a bit out of the range of clairvoyance. It appears to be miles away, but it's definitely something flying around over there. And you keep heading towards, and after a few minutes, it dives down and disappears, and you can't see it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
just keep
well,
following them.
Yep. Looks like this must be our thing. So you head over another couple of hills for maybe another half hour or an hour, and you see livestock pens and the like, with a small farmhouse in the middle with a barn adjacent to it.
Can we see,
And,
like, ruined sheep anywhere?
No, there are living sheep, but there aren't like carcasses of sheep all just sitting around.
Okay, so he's probably,
There-
like, moved them inside or something by now.
Yeah, possibly. There is a man there with a sack putting something in the feed trough of the sheep. So yeah, he sees you guys coming, and one of you gives him a friendly wave or whatever. It says so somebody says, yeah, are you the man that lost his sheep to the wyvern?
Like, Billy Bob, right?
He rolls his eyes and says, you met my brother, didn't you?
I mean, he said he was your cousin.
Did I say? Wait,
said
okay.
cousin.
He says whatever. If he said cousin, sorry, I thought I said brother. Cousins then. He says, no, my name is Helmar, not Billy Bob. Goddamn. And anyway, yeah. So, you guys are some adventuring party out looking to capture that thing?
Yeah, I'm taking down a warrant for it.
Well, that's good. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I lost half a dozen of my sheep to that thing. I mean, I didn't see it happen, but I mean, I heard woke me and my wife up the screams of that thing and the sheep. Lots of noise. I didn't end up going outside until it was all over. Better lose some sheep than my own life, But it was in the nighttime as well. But yeah, it's a damn shame. The sheep were gone when I came out. There's just blood on the grass.
Not even bodies?
Oh, I mean, there was some scraps, wool and a little bit of this and that, but almost
Yeah.
all of it just gone. But
Can you
well,
describe the cries at all? It's hard to tell.
it was like how do I say, like, you imagine like a large beast, but it was like a high, like a yell, but it was kind of high pitched, but then other times it was deeper. It was strange noise.
Okay.
I
Didn't sound like you'd expect from like a hawk, maybe? Or
no,
was it
no,
more of a growl type thing?
it was a bit of both, I guess. It was, I mean, I don't know. It was a weird sound because it like changed. It was like varied.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not good at describing these things,
Yeah,
but
I mean, sounds are a bit hard. I get it.
if you guys take that thing down on your way back, you can have a stay the night here, and I'll put on a feast for you guys. It's a sign of my appreciation.
Yeah, well, we'll do our best. Thanks for the hospitality.
Well, good luck out there, all of you guys.
Yep. Unless they do anything, I figure we probably just head off towards wherever
I
we
think,
saw something.
yeah, you think you covered all the questions that they would have asked. So yeah, you head over another couple of hills, and it's quite flat out in this sort of area. Um, and I guess somebody will make a good perception check. Holy shit. Okay, two people rolled ones. Make a perception check.
Woohoo! Double 14.
Oh yeah, double 14.
Exactly one
Okay.
better than my passive.
Alright, and I'll make...
Do any of them have good survival?
Yeah, they rolled ones. Wait.
I guess it's the same stat.
Pretty much. Okay, so you guys are basically come over the top of the hill, and what's the marching order, I guess? I mean, well, more specifically, where are you in the group?
I'd probably be about in the middle, towards the back, though. I wouldn't be in the very back, because short bows don't have the most amazing range.
Oh, that's right, you have a short bow, don't you?
If any of them had a long bow, they'd probably be behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple
because
of
I'd have to close more than they would. So,
okay.
Middle to but back. I'd be ahead of the people who have much longer range than me, but behind anyone else.
Okay. Well, you see the people up ahead. It's at the people in front. There's Thimin, Alad, and Arndal, two humans and a dwarf. The warrior types walking abreast, chatting, and as they round over the top of the hill, they all just sort of stop and just give a start and a cry. They say, "Holy crap!" And oh god, natural 20. There is a shrill cry from the other side of the hill. Everyone needs to roll for initiative.
Immediately draw my bow.
Now.
Oh right, I have sick initiative now.
Oh yeah, that's right. You get +5 to it, I think.
+9 total.
Oh god, really?
Yep.
Why do I even bother?
I mean, I can still roll shit.
17 is pretty good. How come the round calculation doesn't add, like... I don't know.
I don't know, for some reason I also have 8 instead of 17.
Yeah, that's just what it was from last time. Like, okay. I have to manually do it.
I thought you just, for whatever reason, put in my roll, but not the whole thing.
No, not that. What am I missing, bro?
I can turn the map now.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing? Thimin. you're not actually getting to go first.
Wow.
And then,
Amazing.
Decent.
People rolled significantly better than an 8, I assume.
Yeah. You got a couple of high natural numbers. Okay. So let me draw this. So we've got some contour lines here for the hills. So each of these will probably be like 10 feet, I guess. So Salil.
Okay, so that's descending.
So I guess you're not quite at the top of the hill, were you? So you're slightly back from the crest.
Yeah. Only those 3 guys were actually crested the hill and saw whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. Who did I say was the other one? So yeah, those 3 guys are all at the top of the hill.
Text is so tiny.
Is it? Can you not read that?
Oh god, that's you can't even tell what the heck they are.
Can I change the size? Is that better?
Bear.
Or do 22.
Maybe even more than that.
How's that?
That's probably good.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess if each square, yeah. Well, it means that each name fits into a square, more or less. So
yeah, I mean it's fine.
Yeah. So who goes first? Browell and Hilda. Browell casts a spell. He's the wizard, and Hilda takes out his bow and moves off to the side of and points up at the sky.
Coward using a defensive spell, I assume.
I mean, I don't know if I know what spell he casts. I'm not sure if it has a visual component to it. Like, I don't think there's any visible.
If it's mage armor, then there's nothing visible until he's hit.
Okay, nothing's visible. I mean,
yeah.
So maybe it is, maybe it's not. Who knows?
Yeah. So yeah, obviously, get my short bow out, crest the hill, see what the heck this is.
Okay, yeah, you can cross up the hill, and you see crouched down at the bottom of this hill. And make a perception check as well, but you see a large, leathery, winged beast that looks vaguely like a dragon.
God damn it. 14 again.
Okay. You notice, like, there's some, like, scattered stuff around the ground, like bits of logs or like an old campfire or something. Like, there's something on the ground that you just catches your eye for a moment. Also, those names aren't there. I'm just seeing them there while I write them down.
Yeah. Trying to move this one so that, like, it's not half covered up. But
that's the problem.
It's causing problems.
They stick in squares, though, so...
Yeah.
I mean, people are going to move around, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. We'll survive.
It is. Okay, and you can, take your action.
So this obviously isn't, like, the wyvern I saw before, right?
It could be the same wyvern.
Like, I saw a wyvern before, and I described it to people, and they're like, oh yeah, that's a wyvern. And this is obviously not one of those,
that's right. You saw... Oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, it is a wyvern.
Okay.
It is.
Then, okay.
I totally forgot, that you described it. That from that other one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I killed the thing.
Okay.
20 versus AC. Does this count as surprise?
No, it was not surprise, because it heard you.
It's not surprised by me.
But don't you crit when you go first in initiative order?
The auto crit is when it's only on surprise, I think. But I get my sneak attack if I go first.
Okay, no, don't you get sneak attack damage whenever you have advantage, and you have advantage whenever you go first? Or before a creature?
Yes.
So I think you do. You get sneak attack damage. That's it. You don't crit, but you get sneak attack damage.
Yep. So. 9 and Sesh. Another 9. 18 total.
18.
Because I'm totally balanced.
Okay. The creature gives a roar as Thimin tentatively approaches, but in a very defensive manner, the dwarf. And he moves forward tentatively, not close close enough to be in range, and the beast takes to the sky and flies in this direction. Let me see, what's its move speed? Probably enough that's within bow shot. But
flying speed of most things is 60 feet around, I think.
That sounds familiar. So it moves 60 feet, which is... Oh god, I wasn't clever. So that's probably about 6 squares. So it moves that way, and Andal and Allard move up to sort of spread themselves out a bit. And then Mindel moves over as well. And now it's Rawil. He's not doing anything yet. Hildo will take a shot. A longbow can shoot.
Yeah, longbow range is crazy. Its max is 600? No, I think it's like 600 and 1200.
Yeah, he rolled a natural 1, but he's a halfling, so he re-rolls it and gets a 15.
Yay.
And hits it for some amount of damage.
There's weapons. Yeah, longbow is 1500 and 600. Or
yeah, that's
150 and 600. So,
okay, not a problem then.
Yeah. If it's long range, then they get disadvantage.
Oh yeah, it's actually 80 feet flying, so it can go pretty far. So yes, Hildo hits it with an arrow, and it's your go again.
Okay, yep. Move as far closer as I can, and make another shot. As long as it's within 320, I don't get any penalties.
Okay, yeah, totally is.
Okay, it's not in melee combat with anything, so I don't get advantage this time.
No.
So it's just a normal... Yeah, that's a miss.
Now that misses. So your arrow just sails and flies kind of close to it, but not that close. So everyone else is shouting out orders for positioning and the like, while the Wyvern comes and sweeps down and makes an attack at Andal. He's the splint-mailed, shaved head man. And I don't need to look it up because I was clever and wrote it down.
Woohoo.
So it flies down with its claws bared at Andal, who manages to... Oh, wait. 60. No, he does not dodge. The claws grab into his shoulder through his splint mail armor.
He doesn't have enough stuff.
No, just
no, he doesn't get any dex on splint mail. Splint mail's pretty good though.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty good.
If he has a shield too, that's really high AC.
No, he doesn't. His AC, yeah. Well, whatever his AC was, it's no, he's got a two-handed sword.
Yeah. Then he probably only has 17.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he has 17 unless he has magic shit. Or, like, some other weird bonus.
17?
Yeah, 17 is the AC of Splint Mail.
Oh, then I meant scale, then.
Okay. Splint Mail is heavy armor. Scale Mail is medium.
Sorry, yeah. I thought it was Splint, was that one. Okay, it's scale then.
Yeah, scale is 14 plus dex,
yeah,
max 2.
That's the one. That's the one he has on.
Okay. Significant difference between those two.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit. Okay, so both the claws dig into his shoulders and grab at him. Like, and you see his armor getting torn and blood spraying out as it tries to wrap its tail around into him. Which it totally does.
Goodbye. Wait, was this the dude who was the noble? The minor noble?
No. No,
okay.
That was Allard.
Okay. Keep forgetting which is which.
Yeah, I know. I realized when after I made the names. The names aren't that similar. They just start with an A and have a D in them.
There's lots of A's, D's, and L's.
And there's an L. Okay, maybe they're complete anagrams except for one letter in each, but besides that, they're not that similar. Okay, so he needs to make... So... Save? Ooh. Oh gosh. So that counts as a... Yeah. Okay, so
He gets super wrecked.
yeah, he gets basically super wrecked. The stinger like stabs into his flank while it's got the claws locked on, and it flies up in the air, the wyvern, and sort of just drops his body to the ground where it clutters with a thunk about another few feet away.
And then he takes
Like, what's-
falling damage too, if he was still
not
alive.
enough that it's falling damage, but he sort of thuds along the ground, totally unconscious. Well, Malia takes a shot with her longbow, scoring a hit. Okay, so yeah, she scores a hit on its flank with the arrow, and it does not seem to be too concerned by this. Imindel. So she goes, what is it? So each square was, what did I say, 10 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you take the run action, you can move double your movement, can't you?
Well, I can use my bonus thing to move double.
No, not you, I just mean a person in general. If you run, you can, like, you take a full round action of running, you can move double.
They can use dash as an action.
Okay, she starts running up over the top of this hill, doesn't get as far as Arndal, but is running down towards him. And Arndal obviously does not have a turn. And Alad is posturing position.
Okay.
And that's, the end of this turn. It is your turn. No, it's Browell's turn again. Sorry.
Yeah. Somehow they actually beat me. With my +9 bonus.
He moves to the top of the hill and casts a spell. Actually, I think Magic Missile just hits, doesn't it?
They might need to make a saving throw.
Hang on, I need to look. I've totally forgotten off the top of my head what Magic Missile damage is.
I can't remember if it's an attack or it's...
I think it's one of those weird ones that just hits.
I mean, almost everything is either... It's an
yeah, but I
attack
thought it
or
was one of
saving throw.
the one that's different. Yeah, it just hits.
Jesus.
That's what's weird.
Okay, yeah. And it does a lot of damage.
Not that much.
I mean, as you level up, it does pretty good damage.
Yeah, I mean, he scores all 3 bolts hit along the flank of this thing as it flies along. I'm going to write down that he's used 2 spells. Okay. Hilda will move up and take a shot with his longbow, which I think that hits, yeah. Okay. Moves up, and now it is your turn, Celia.
Hooray. Do I get back attack?
It's
Is it in melee attack, if anything?
No, it dropped Arndal and is flying, so it's about here.
Okay.
So you get the flank, which does not give advantage, because I'm not doing that rule.
Even if I move sideways 60 feet?
Can you move that far and still attack?
Yeah, because I can move and use dash as a bonus action.
Does that have to be at the end of your turn?
No. You can take your bonus actions whenever you want.
Okay, then sure, yeah, back attack.
You can even take it on other people's turns. That's how bonus actions are sick.
No, no, bonus action that's a reaction. You can't take a bonus action on someone else's turn.
I mean, you can sort of like, you can hold your bonus action to take it at weird times if you want.
I guess you could hold it, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, you can do that and get back attack. It's your advantage.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can do it on other people's turns because then, like, you can rage as a barbarian as a bonus action right before you get hit, kind of deal.
Okay.
Just so you take significantly less damage. Yeah. Back attack. Doesn't help me.
That actually does hit.
Wow. Okay. For a lot of damage. Another...
16.
Yeah. I mean, I've done 18 plus 16 so far to this thing.
It doesn't really look too happy. Thimin runs over to Arndal Oh god. I'll put his. No, I'll just put their names on top of each other.
Okay.
And tries to help stabilize him. That probably actually works. So
Any healing auto stabilizes.
I mean, he's not the magic user.
Okay.
It's the dwarf. Splint Mail.
Emendel was the caster then?
Yeah, she's the cleric.
Yeah, you only need a 10 to stabilize.
Okay. The Wyvern turns then, and seeing Allard as, now that Thimin has run over as the only target, swoops down with its claws at him and rolls a natural 20. Oh dear. This guy's the noble guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong dice. I need bigger dice than that.
Oh, you need the fancier big dice.
Or more things. Okay, that rolled pretty well. That's a lot of the damages. Okay, I've written down that he has 5 HP max. That doesn't seem right to me.
I'm pretty sure that's impossible.
Actually, for Emendel, I rolled 2 HP. And she's not a first level cleric.
I mean, yeah, I guess if they're like 0 level class people.
No, it wasn't 0 level. All of her dice were 1s and 2s.
I mean, if they have a class, then they automatically get more than that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no, that's dumb. Okay, it must have been, I think it was 15, because he rolled really shitty on his things, so it doesn't outright kill him, but he gets, grabbed by the claws as well, one grabbing sort of on his thigh, the other one on his shoulder, and picking him up, his sword and shield flying out of his hands to the ground as the tail stinger comes down into his leg and missing.
It was very lucky for him.
It comes down at his leg, but misses, yeah.
He'd probably be outright killed.
Yeah, and the wyvern flies. I think it can get 80 feet or something. So it goes to about here, again dropping Allard at a random point along the way, on the ground, bleeding out. Malia will take a shot with her bow and hit it. Oh, she has advantage because it's the back attack from here, which doesn't make a difference. She nicks it on the leg with an arrow.
Joe, us, range.
Emendel makes it over to Undal, and she seems to be shouting something like at them and just panic, just seeing what's going on, who then sort of points over at Allard, and she turns to walk away from him. And now it's back around to Browil.
Hooray!
The wizard man. And let's see, he throws out another magic missile at this creature from the peak of the hill, doing a respectable amount of damage as the darts fly into this thing's flanks.
Doesn't have anything more impressive than magic missile.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Oh crap, he actually does have something that's kind of interesting that I totally forgot about.
He's using all his spell slots on magic missile, so...
Maybe. Hey. Well, from your conversations with him, you've gathered that he is not an evoker, dueling wizardist, so there's that.
Yeah.
Hildo takes a shot as well. It's doing some more damage. And now it's back around to your turn.
Hooray. Do I have back attack on it?
You do.
Yes. God damn it.
That still hits.
Yeah, but still, these are terrible rolls. What the hell is with 9 damage?
I don't know.
All 3 of these have been 9 damage. Oh, only 4 on the sneak attack. Still, I've done shitloads of damage to this thing.
Yeah, you have done a shitload of damage to it.
18, 16, 13.
Okay, now it's Thimin. Thimin runs over towards Allard. That's the next thing. And then on its turn, the wyvern, full of arrows and that, flies another 80 feet away on its turn. So it's, I'm just going to delete it from the map, but...
Yeah. As long as it's still within 320, I'm good.
It is within 320.
Okay.
So, yeah, so Imendel goes running over to Allard as well. I guess she'll use a spell to stabilize him. And everyone else starts, meeting up. I guess the longbowers, you can all take shots at it.
And the spell guy. You can probably get the spell off again.
I
Well,
think
it's probably
I,
out of his range, actually.
yeah. So yeah, but right now it's probably around like 200 feet away from, or two. It's a little over 200 feet away from you.
Close range for longbows is 150, so they have disadvantage if they aren't within 150. Unless
Okay.
they have the my broken feet.
They do not. So you're next though, so you can take a shot.
All
And
right.
you have advantage because it's back attack still.
What
All
the
right.
hell? I guess it still hits.
Yeah, it still hits though.
Oh, it wasn't 9 this time.
No.
God damn. What is that damage? It just gets lower and lower.
You actually just barely, as your arrow sinks into its back, see it like waver a bit and dive down out of the sky, out of sight, and you hear a thud.
Woohoo. I get
Like
most
you
of
may
the
have rolled
XP.
just one damage high enough to take it out.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so now everyone can act totally freely.
Yeah, if I see those two are alive, like the guys who got wrecked, if I see that they're still alive, then I gather, like, the other bow people, and I'm like, let's make sure it's dead.
Okay, and I'll make you be a name so you match everyone else.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, so it's somewhere off to the right in this diagram, which we'll just say is east for convenience sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see shouts from Imendel and Thimin that is like, yeah, they're gonna be okay. I mean, they're out cold, they're banged up, but they'll live.
If she used a healing spell that wasn't stabilized, then he's just, like, just healed. He's just up. Unless
Doesn't
your house
healing
ruling out.
what
No,
a healing
that's
spell
too-
will just...
Yeah, he just, like, gets healed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll house roll it. I like it better this way.
You like the 2E style?
Maybe.
Okay. So, yeah, I gather, like, the other archer people, and, like, maybe the maybe the wizard guy, and I'm like, let's make sure the damn thing's dead. Come on.
Well, yeah, that's the people that are all adjacent to you are the wizard guy and the two archers.
Yeah, I grab them and head off.
So yeah, you're right. So there's a shouting conversation back up and down the hill between everyone. It's like you two are right to take care of these two, and it's like yeah. Okay, so I'll move you guys over to a new map. So actually, can I copy this over just so I don't have to rewrite the names? Yes. Are you on the new map?
Yep, I moved.
Okay. So you guys head up. So you head sort of down this long, thin hill, and then there's another hill perpendicular to you guys that you head up and over. The wyvern's not there, so you head down and up over the next hill, and you see the creature laying splayed on the ground. One of its legs gives a bit of a twitch as it lays there. So I will draw it now. So yeah, this is much more of just a simple, long rolling hill.
Yeah.
Oh god, mouse please. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Draw my rapier and a dagger. Approach it from behind. From wherever its back is.
Yeah, its back is facing towards you guys.
Yeah.
Because that's how it crashed down. Yeah, Brer will come up with you. I guess Hildo stands there and Molly is just over here.
I give a nice stab through the spine, make sure it's dead.
Yeah, you give it a good stab straight through, and its body, it seems to just be twitching as just a leftover muscle sort of thing. Like, it is dead now for sure. Yeah. You have definitely killed it.
Alright, I'm just like, well, we should probably check that this is the actual thing.
well, Burl says, well, actually, that tail there, that's got some of that poison in it.
Yeah. I don't have a
That
poisoner's
stuff's
kit.
no. I think you have to buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
I
kind
say
of
that
expensive.
to him, though. I'm like,
Well,
I don't have that back yet.
he says it, but he says, I'm just saying, like that stuff's kind of valuable. Do you have any? Well, I've got a couple of vials or something on me we could use to
Yeah, I mean,
If you want to help me cut the tail open to get it out, we'll go halvesies on the profits.
yeah, we can try. If we can like throw together some stuff to make a poisoner's kit. I'm trained to use them. I just don't have one.
Okay. He says, well, I just figure right now let's just concentrate on getting the venom out into these bottles, and then we can figure out what to do with it.
I mean, like, poisoner's kit in more real terms, it's like, oh, I'm trained to handle and extract and prepare poisons safely.
Okay.
And it's like, a kit is like all the shit you need to do that. And if he has like vials and like gloves and shit.
Well, he doesn't have gloves. He just literally has. He has vials that could put it in. So you don't have the perfect setup for it. But
So like, could I do like half my bonus on it then, or something? I was
gonna say, do a survival check, but add your proficiency bonus to it.
Not my poisoner's kit roll.
No, because you're not using the poison. You're trying to get it out of a creature, which isn't really part of the act of using poison.
Yeah, poisoner's kit is like preparing and extracting poison. That's literally what the kit is for.
Yeah, but you don't have a poisoner's kit, which is why I'm letting you do it. That's why I'm letting you
use the training.
Yeah, that's why you get your proficiency bonus, but it's still a survival check because you're doing stuff with a wild animal.
Okay. Yeah, that's only a 12.
Yeah, that's not quite good enough. You don't ruin the creature. Like, you get to the point where you're saying, I can't cut this without, like, spilling the poison and stuff everywhere, but it's still going to stay in there, and the poison will be good for, a
while, probably.
Days or even weeks, however long
I'm just like, there's no way we're getting this out safely without, like, spilling it everywhere, and I'm just like, let's just cut off, like, this section of tail, and then we'll just bring the whole thing with us.
It's like, all right, you can't really cut with a rapier, can you? Because it's more of it's not a slashing weapon.
No, it's a stabbing thing. I mean, I have daggers. We can.
He says, we should probably get a long sword from one of those guys. I mean, if you want to sit here and stab at it with your daggers, like its tail is like as thick as a leg.
Yeah, so. I'm not gonna. I'm like, unless a dagger is like our only option, I'm not gonna bother. I am gonna check to see if this is actually the thing we're after, though. I mean, it should have some sheep in its stomach, so I go go to cut open its stomach and see if it's like filled with sheep.
Okay, give me another survival check.
This one should be pretty easy.
Yeah, that's fine. You managed to. It takes you a little while because you're using a dagger.
Yeah.
Burl says he's gonna go back and get He starts walking back to go get a long sword. Malia and Hildo are standing just over here, sort of on the hill, talking, while you cut this open. And you cut its stomach open, and there's a bunch of stuff in there, like just digested stuff, but there's not really much substance that looks like wool as such.
Yeah, I mean, and if it had just killed these sheep last night, there would be a lot of like fresh, obvious sheep meat inside of this thing, especially if it killed like 6 sheep.
Exactly.
And I just like tell those two, I'm like, bad news, guys. This thing's not filled with sheep.
Like, what?